Hello, and this is the service question. Okay, what is asked in the exam? I had uploaded such a question earlier, but there was no namespace in it. The review question that comes with the namespace, and most of the question that is either comes with the namespace or some complications are added in it, then reconfigure the existing deployment front and in namespace new cloud. So what is reconfiguring existing talking about here? Deployment, i.e. you have the deployment already created and in which it is created. New cloud is created in the namespace and add a port specification named STTP. Okay, add a port specification named STP, i.e. you also have to give the name of the port as the exposing port. 80 TCP. So okay, of the existing container engine, okay, is to expose the port of the container, that is create a new service named front and SPC exposing the container port HTTP. You have to expose the HTTP port and configure the new service as well. Expose the individual port via node port on the nodes on which they are shadowed. Okay, so this is the particular thing. You also have to do this. So let's come clear code up. So now we check that gate deployment is no resource. Look at the main mention in it. The name is this, okay? Hyper. Okay, then the deployment has been found. Okay, again the same is wrong. Okay, then there are two things. So we have got the front line and its ports have been found. Now we have to do the exiting front, edit it and expose it. So what will we do? You can also apply for edit. Either you can change the deployment file you have and apply it again. Then I edit the kubectl or edit the deployment, and after that the front end name will not come. iPhone NU plot name will come now. It's fine. Okay, so as soon as I enter this, these many things have come. So you have to go here after the specific match label has come here front end. So when you create the service, then it is okay to take care of this front end. Template, the labels in the template are your front end. Now you have to add the port. Okay, so you add the port below the image, then here you have to enter EVA and you have to write post. Okay, and after that by entering, I was mentioned there HTTP, so you were mentioned there was HTTP, so you have to write the name here pay and here pay container. What's wrong with us most of the time? These spaces are forgotten. Hurry, okay, not everyone makes mistakes, but the protocol has gone. There's a mention written in it. After doing this, we will save it. If I have not made some mistakes, then it will be saved automatically, and if there is no mistake. If there is a mistake, then we will date the wrong file. Here I have misspelled the spelling of the protocol. Then if I had corrected it, I would not have made any changes. If I had spelled this protocol correctly, it would have been edited directly, but I haven't written it yet. If you have done it right now, then I will apply it front and configure it. We will check that the gate deployment is fine. Then these are the gates of 2. So look, it is showing in 26 seconds. Now we have to check that our output has come equal, whether it has not come. Okay, then we write a command. I press Ctrl AL repeatedly because you see this above here, this sequence, so we do not matter but your things. We are writing this so that the changes we have made are known whether they have been updated in the particular file or not. Okay, then these changes have been updated by us. I press Ctrl All. You are also seeing this in the description. Okay, now we will come to the next step. We have to note if the PUD service is created correctly, then they will search. Put the note and scroll down the services note here. See this mark? Okay, this 50% mark has come for you. Then we have to copy the file here, and here we have to create a file here and paste it here. Now all this is needed in this. It has a type node put service. The service name of the Maya service is front, SP front, and SPC service is E-type node put selector. I double D it in its normal mode and it disappears. Now this is selected. If you look at the selector, then there was an app in it. Okay, the app is equal to front end and then the app. Something else may also be selected in the exam, but right now your app in it is equal to the port currently in it, port 80. The target port was also 80. Well, these two lines are not needed. Well, just now the name of port HTTP was mentioned here. At first we would call it HTTP. Okay, and in this, the target port exposing the container port STTP. Okay, then you have to write HTTP instead of 80 because it is mentioned. The target port is 80. You can HTTP it and save it. We are forgetting one thing. You are forgetting one thing. Name everything in this space. Must be written in the namespace. Namespaces, and what was namespaces, I'm telling you a little bit slowly here because some things will be missed, then I will get feedback. But before that, if someone has done some processing after watching that video, then it can be his. The API service will see your API. Great service link. This is what it is. This is what it is. This is flag 2. It means they work on the namespace. As you will see, there is this namespace in its header. So here the namespace is already mentioned. So here the namespace wants us to write. I save it, I apply, and I check whether the service has been created or not. A gate, SPCN front, a gate, SPCN new cloud front end has been checked. So in this, see what has been mapped, 80 port with 3613. Okay, then expose on all nodes. Then I will make the gate node of the gate node. I'll make the iPhone white. Okay, so in this, I see both nodes. Okay, so what do I do now? Let me call the call HTTP. And the IP is WAN 7 2.3, okay? And the node put in it is 306 WAN. Welcome to give, okay? So our services have been exposed. So what we did in it, edited the deployment, created the exposed port node port, did the service front end service, and verified the access. Well, you've done all these things. You could do it by command. But even after you put the command in it, you have to expose a lot of things in it. Then it is best to do it by copying and pasting in a better way. Now it has repeated namespaces. So because of this, we can directly change its context then because of repeated namespaces. You can change this contract. So what can you do? We can write that config set context current, which is the namespace. All right, equal to new cloud. Now what you have is not it again and again. There is no need to put a particular namespace and you can do your work completely easily. As if you know the gate, you have it. Sorry, that's different. For example, if you will deploy the gate, then you will not need it now, then you can also do it earlier. Before creating it, log in to the specific namespace by using this command. And if you will proceed all the things, then your things will become easier and you will not need to write n or this namespace again and again. Just as I was looking at you, we were looking here that we have applied for it, but if you had not made that mistake there, the protocol would have been modified directly as well. So you have to be a little careful when editing. Means, if it does not give some error in the wrong thing, then there can be some more problems. Alright, thank you so much. Along with the new questions, I have also asked for feedback to win this new exam in all of it. The namespace has been placed specifically so that there is a little extra trouble. So this command can help you if you don't have to go in and out much in the namespace.